Hello and welcome back. All right, so here's a topic for discussion. And I'm not really telling you how or what specifically to do. More so, I just want you to be educated on what these things mean. So when you bring your truck to a shop and they say they adjusted your brakes, here's what they mean. They tighten them down until the shoes are firmly against the drum. And then they took a wrench and they backed it off between quarter and half a turn, most likely. I mean, that's dependent on what slack adjuster you have, because a lot of them take a 7/16. Some of them take a square special tool. You know, there's a few variants, and then there's also the difference between drum and disc brakes. So when they say they adjusted their brakes, what I just did in 10 seconds, they did that 6 times on the truck and 4 times on the trailer. One time for each hub set. They tightened it up against the drum, and then they backed it off to a predetermined amount, which depends a lot on what type of brake chamber you have. That's the brake chamber, the brake size, and the slack adjuster type is what determines that. Now, when they do that, generally you're at the shop, and they also say that they, for example, greased your wheel end components. All right, well, here's one, sir. Let's just put some grease in that. Here's another one for your S-cam tube. Let's put a little bit in there. Another 10 seconds and an ounce of grease. That's what they did. The reason why I'm saying this isn't to try and tell people to do it on their own and potentially have a safety problem because maybe they don't know what they're doing, or they read the specification sheet wrong, or whatever the case may be. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because when you go to the shop, they're going to charge you X amount for what they do. And I want to make sure that when you're paying X amount for what they do for you, I want to know that you're getting your money's worth, that you're not getting ripped off. Because quite frankly, we're talking labor rates that are somewhere in the neighborhood of about 140 to 220 these days. So if they're going to be charging you that kind of money, they better be providing results, and they really should be actually explaining to you what they're doing and making sure you understand what they're doing, because that's a lot of money to just turn a wrench for 10 seconds. And so it's more, less about how to and more about don't get ripped off. Make sure your money's getting spent properly. Make sure they're recording their hours of service of fixing things for you properly. I'm not one of those people to say, oh, we got a nickel and dime and kick tires until we get the right sale. But when I spend that kind of money for their hourly rates, I want to feel like I have some value to my money. And I want you to feel the same way. So, as always, stay safe, stay blessed, keep her on the road, and we'll see you next time.